Hey guys, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you guys doing? Well, I'm going to do the next segment of my deep dive into the PowerTeam lures lineup, and I'm staying in the creatures and craws sections. And I think this bait I'm going to talk about today is probably the bait that really kind of launched, um, at least my knowing of PowerTeam. I remember when this came out, and we all loved it. Excellent flipping and pitching bait. This is the kind of the time when beaver style baits were so popular, and this is an interesting concept for a beaver style bait, and that's the 3.5-inch Texas rig jig. And what it is it is a beaver style bait, but it's also kind of like a tube bait too, because it has that tube skirt on the back of it. And if you guys have never seen the Texas rig jig before from PowerTeam, there it is. And this is the, I believe this is the green pumpkin purple. But if you've never seen the bait before, you've got your, like your beaver style body, and this is a 3.5-inch bait. You got your claws, got some ribs on the top there, a couple of little eyeballs, and then it's got that skirt, that tube skirt on the back, which kind of makes a nice combination of, a flipping bait with that little skirt action on there. And this really is probably the one that I remember when this came out, we just loved it. And, I've kind of gotten away from it, the last few years. I throw it now and then, but not as much as I used to. But it's very, very productive. And it's like one of those things that used to be in my lineup all the time. But, as time goes by, you throw other things and you just kind of, you forget about bait sometimes. But this one is I've always thrown a bag or two in the boat, like usually like green pumpkin or some of the other colors I like, but it's a good one. It's a good one. And you just Texas rig this. I think use a 4-aught hook. I think 5 is too big. They did make a 4.5-inch size, which they don't make anymore. I think I'll show them to you, just to show them to you. They may be out there on eBay. Some of you guys may have them. That was a big bait. This to me was always more productive. It was a little more compact, a little smaller. I think the 4.5 was just a bigger, which I liked, the bigger bait, and did well with it. But I always think I got more bites with the 3.5. So that's the Texas rig jig if you guys have never seen it. If you like to flip and pitch and you haven't tried this, and you like to flip and pitch creature baits, like beaver style baits and also tube baits, this is a great combination to try. This 3.5-inch Texas rig jig, and they've got 9 colors that they still have, and I've got, I think, 4 or 5, 6 maybe discontinued colors I'll show you. But I'll start at the list, and if you start on, I'm on the PowerTeam site right here, 3.5-inch Texas rig jig, and let's see, black blue swirl, a color you guys have seen a lot in the baits. So if you guys like throwing black and blue, this would be the one for you. Got the black, the blue swirl in there, more blue on the skirt part. But there it is, black blue swirl, and you can see all the ribs on the claws. Gives it a lot of nice action. So black blue swirl you can still get. Black with red flake, blue swirl. That's this guy right here. This is one I really like because I love the red flake in there. But you got black with red flake, so the black neon, which is a color you guys know I love, and then you've got the blue swirl added to it. That's another good one too. If you like the darker colors, the first 2 I showed you, those are the way to go. There you go. Black with red flake with a blue swirl. Delta Destroyer, that's this guy right here. Now, I have it in 2 sections. One is very red. One is more like, I think, what they look like today. So like I said, they sent me a lot of colors back in the days that might have been, not quite the way they wanted them, just trying out something new. But I know that I can remember getting, a bunch of colors from them back in the day. And to me, if you get the Delta Destroyer now, it's going to look more like this. It's going to be that darker green. We just look at it on the website. I think it'll probably be more of that darker color, that more greenish color on top. I mean, I guess it could look like this guy, but I have a feeling it's going to look more like this. Now, they don't really look that different. Some are just a little more faded than others. But if you're going for the Delta Destroyer, you're going to get some green, you're going to get some red, you're going to get some blue in there. So if that's a color that you really like, it's a cool one right there. And, a little red in the bait is never a bad thing. But Delta Destroyer is still out there. Let's see. Oops, I got away from my list. Green melon with red flake, which is like a green pumpkin. Watermelon with red flake. There it is right there. Excellent natural color. It's got the green, the dark green. Got your skirt on top with a red flake in it. Really, really good bait. Let's see. Green pumpkin. Can't go wrong with that. I showed you that one kind of in the beginning there. Green pumpkin. A little orange on those claws. Maybe some chartreuse. Maybe a little orange lines here. I like to kind of add a little accent there to that green pumpkin. Let's see. Green pumpkin copper flake. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, do I have that one? There it is right there. So you got your green pumpkin like I just showed you. And then you've got the copper flake added to it. So if you like to add a little flake to the bait, there you go. Green pumpkin, copper flake. All good options. There's really none that are bad. The green pumpkin with the light blue swirl, a very popular color in their line. I like this one a lot. Let's see. Green pumpkin grape swirl, another one. So get the pattern here. Green pumpkins are the popular ones. So really, if you like the green pumpkin plain, you got it. If you want green pumpkin with, grape, purple swirl, you've got it. You've got green pumpkin with copper flake, green pumpkin with a blue swirl. You got your choices. You got your choices, and you've got your green melon with the, which is more of a watermelon with the red flake. So lots of those natural color choices. And the scupper pumpkin swirl just is a darker, I always sometimes get this color, kind of, I get it confused with just the green pumpkin. Then I look at it and go, well, it's a lot darker, and it's got just a different swirl to it. So that scupper one, if you like one, it's a little darker color. That's the one to take. That scupper pumpkin swirl, I think it is, right? Yeah. And that is the 9 colors that you can still get on the website. Now, the discontinued colors I got, I had to write these down. So if I forget them, even though I can kind of tell here what I didn't show you. Doing these videos, my hands get covered with that the PowerTeam garlic scent. Let's see, I showed you all those ones that you can get. The green pumpkin purple flake is the one I showed you first. Too bad they don't make this color anymore. It's a good one. So they have this. They have the purple swirl, so you can get still that. Let's see, watermelon, just plain watermelon, another good color. They used to make a watermelon, which I've got some here. White pearl, which is kind of one I wish they made still. I always like white baits when the water is really dirty. I'm fishing the river, it gets muddy. We actually finally have gotten some rain, so it's rained for the last 2 days. Not super hard, but it's better than nothing. We've gone 2 months with hardly any rain here in the Northeast. So pearl white they used to make, they don't make that anymore. Watermelon red, which I showed you, I think. See now, I don't know. See, they show, oh, I guess that's this guy. To me, that looks more like a green pumpkin red. But I think that's the watermelon red right there, because I think this is the green melon red that they still have. But I think that's the old, to me it looks like a green pumpkin red, but that might be the old watermelon red. They don't, unfortunately, don't make that anymore, I guess because they make the green melon, they don't really need to make the other one too. And June bug, they don't make June bug anymore. There's old June bug, and I see here, I didn't write it down, and I don't see it on the list. I guess I forgot to write it down. They did used to do a black with blue flake too. I guess I forgot to write that one down. I don't see anything else here that I didn't show you. But I guess they used to do a black blue flake too. I forgot to write that one down. I don't see it on my list here. No, I guess I forgot that one. But they did do a black blue flake too. But I think with the black red flake and blue swirl and the black blue swirl, I think you're pretty good to go with the darker colors. But that, my friends, is the Texas rig jig. I think that's the first bait I remember coming out from PowerTeam. I could be wrong, but kind of thinking back to the day, I'm pretty sure that was the first one, and we saw it, and all the guys that I know that we all love to flip and pitch, we were like, oh man, that's awesome. We got to get those. And they work great. They work great. Got some Pro Pack bags. Should be able to remember these colors. Still got a big bunch of Pro Pack bags of green pumpkin. And if you're going to order and you've got a color you like, I really recommend the Pro Pack bags. They just last longer, obviously, but it's a good deal. This looks to me like that watermelon red or a green pumpkin red. Pro Pack of those. So I'm not going to run out of any of these colors for a while. Green pumpkin blue swirl. Got a Pro Pack of them. As you can see, I ordered a lot of Pro Packs back in the day. And I would just, you know, I mean, the last time, I think last summer when I was doing when I went away to Champlain, I know I had the green pumpkin bag in the boat. I don't remember what other one I brought. Probably this one. Probably I brought one just like green pumpkin color and one dark color. I probably brought the Pro Packs. Probably the black red flake, the blue swirl. Got a Pro Pack of that. Whew, man, they smell. This I think is just regular green pumpkin. That looks like green pumpkin red to me. I don't know, maybe that's the same as that other one. Maybe I got two of them. I guess I got 50 of these. I guess I must have brought two Pro Packs. So I think I've got a lifetime supply of green pumpkin or watermelon red, whatever this one was that they don't make anymore. To me, it looks like a green pumpkin red. So maybe that's another discontinued color. I know watermelon red they don't have. Because I don't think that's green melon with red flake. I mean, I guess it could be. And maybe that's the watermelon red that they don't make anymore. To me, that looks more like watermelon. When I've done the other green melon ones, they've kind of looked like that color. So maybe I mean, I'm not going to buy another Pro Pack because I've got 50 of them. But I certainly got enough of that color. That's going to last me a long time. I could flip those every day. I don't think I'm going to run out with two 25 packs, plus what I've got in the box. These are some of the old packagings. The old, actually, I don't know. Is that I don't think that's I think that's the Conviction Crawl. Yeah. That is definitely not the Texas Rig Jig. That is definitely the Conviction Crawl. That is in the wrong bag. Put that down there for a later video coming up soon. Now that is a green pumpkin Texas Rig Jig right there. Good thing I got more of them. I was getting low. There you go, green pumpkin, just a regular size. So if you get the regular size packs, I think they're 8, come in an 8-pack. Double check for you. 6 count, so you get 6 in a pack. And the green pumpkin purple swirl, got a Pro Pack of those. Really cool color, works great. You know, it just depends on what you have confidence in as far as your green pumpkins go. Do you like some blue in there? Do you like just plain? Do you want some purple? Or you just want to switch it up? Lots of options. Lots of options. And then green pumpkin is probably the most popular color that everybody likes to throw. So they got tons of those. So that's the Texas Rig Jig, the 3.5. Now they used to make, I figure I'll take it just a minute here and show it to you if I can find the box. Yeah, ew, that's a tube box. We don't want to shoot that. You guys don't want to see that. I had it buried under the shaky worms. Now, this is the 4.5-inch size, which they don't make anymore. Some of you guys may have these. I used to like the big size. I wouldn't get as many bites, but they would bite it. They would bite it. Now, let's see what's in here if I can remember these colors. I think they look pretty much like the standard colors. Now, they do not make the 4.5-inch anymore. You can look on eBay, see if they're around. I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be somebody out there who's got some. But these are the ones I have. I don't have any Pro Packs of the 4.5-inch size, I don't think. But I do have, to me, and I'll do my best to remember these colors. To me, this looks like watermelon red. So you can see the 4.5-inch size. I'll compare them next to each other too. This is the 3.5, that's the 4.5. So this is a big bait. This is a big chunk of plastic. But it does catch fish. So you've got that big skirt on it, those big flapping craws. So looks like a watermelon red to me. To me, this looks like that green melon red. Very cool. I mean, these still look great. And sometimes I will throw them just to see if they want a bigger bait. You'd be surprised. It's only 4.5 inches. It's just a big, chunk of plastic. The green pumpkin with the blue swirl. Used to have that in the 4.5 inch size. The black red flake, blue swirl. Had that in the 4.5 inch size. I think this is that scupper pumpkin swirl, because it's darker. It's always kind of the giveaway for that one. Good color. If you like a darker pumpkin, that was always the good option. Can't go wrong with Junebug, especially in tannic water. It's a great color. Good old Junebug. Let's see. This one is just black blue flake. I used to make a black blue flake in that big size. Of course, they had just regular. I can't believe I don't even have a pro pack of like green pumpkin in the pro size. I'm gonna look around, but I didn't see any when I was doing this. That's because I did like the big size, but I did throw the 3.5 inch size more. Did have a white pearl, which was excellent. Wish they still made that one. That was good. And the last one in this size is just black blue swirl. So that's the 4.5 inch size in the Texas rig jig. I figured I'd just show it to you. They don't make it anymore. It's not on the website. Maybe, some of you guys out there that threw PowerTeam a lot back in the day, you may have some. They may be on eBay. Maybe I'll look around and see if they do, and I can let you know when I do the next video. But if it's something, you're interested, look around. You might find some. If I find any, I'll let you guys know. For all I know, there could be hundreds of them available on eBay, and I just haven't looked. But that's it, guys. That's the Texas rig jig. Really cool bait. Like I mentioned earlier, I think it's really the first bait that kind of got me on the wavelength of PowerTeam lures, because I like to flip and pitch. And then I saw this, and especially when I saw that big one, I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. And then when I got the small one, I was like, I think maybe the small one's a little more compact. I think I like it a little better. I just got more bites in it, which makes sense. Smaller baits will tend to get more bites. Not that the big one didn't have its time and place, but that's it. So like I said, 9 colors. 6 count when you buy the pack, $6.80 a bag for 6. Use my discount, Mark NJ Bass, save yourself 15%. If there's something you want to try. But if you really love to flip and pitch, and I know I say that a lot with these videos, because this was, back in the day, PowerTeam really had, a lot of the best flipping and pitching soft plastic baits, I think. And they're still around. They're still around. I just don't hear people talk about them as much as they used to. But this website's still operational. You still see them online, so they are around. I just made an order of some, so with all these I'm showing you, I'm still going to get some more, but that's it. So, you know that, the Pro Pack is, 6 count, $6.80. A Pro Pack is 20 bucks, say 15%, so that's 25 baits for under $20. So you guys do the math. If you save 15% on that, 16 or 17 bucks, whatever, for 25, so pretty good if you want a Pro Pack, if you use my discount code. But that's it, guys. That is the PowerTeam Lures 3.5 inch Texas rig jig. Really cool flipping and pitching bait. Goes right through the grass very well. And I just think that little skirt there just adds that extra dimension to it. That's that green pumpkin gold there. So check it out. Check it out. 3-4 odd hook, whatever weight size you want to use. Throw it around the cover that you're fishing and watch your line go flying, because it'll definitely catch them. But that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know about the bait. I'll put the link, excuse me, I'll put a link on the PowerTeam site like I've done on all the videos with my, discount code. And the link to this bait in particular. I'm still in the Creatures and Craws section. I think I've done 3 now. Let's see. I'll let you know for sure. So if you go on the website, go to, shop, and then go to Creatures and Craws. We've done the Craw hors d'oeuvre. We've done the Mauler. Now we've done the Texas rig jig. Next up is the Diesel Craw, which I think I just saw. Oh, that's right. I just had one color that was in that box. I'll show it to you. But you guys have seen these before. The Diesel Crawl, then we'll do the Conviction Crawl, and then we'll do the Bully Grass Devil, and that'll be it for the creature baits. So still 3 more to go, because they have a ton of creature baits. That was, I think, their claim to fame. They have a lot of bait. I mean, they've got a lot of cool baits that I like, but I think when they first started going, their claim to fame was flipping and pitching baits, soft plastics, and they made some really good ones that are still productive these days. Still productive today. Lots of cool colors, and it really looks good in the water. So that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and share this video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.